Four friends, a birthday dinner. And by the end of the night, someone's wallet had disappeared from the table. One of them swears they never left their seat. But that's not true.
Welcome back to Fluent Friends, the podcast where you learn English by solving mysteries. I'm Leo.
And I'm Mia. Your job today is simple. Listen to the story, pick up some useful English along the way, and see if you can figure out who's lying before we tell you. Ready, Leo? Set the scene.
It's all in the details. If you listen carefully to the story, you'll catch it.
Exactly. But first, Leo, you have to set the scene for us.
All right, picture this. It's a Friday night. We have a group of four friends, Sam, Kate, Jordan, and Priya. It's Priya's birthday, and they've gone out to a fairly nice restaurant to celebrate. You know the kind of place. Cloth napkins, candles on the table, and the waiter introduces himself by name. Ooh,
Fancy.
indeed. So they're all looking at the menus, chatting, and the waiter comes over and asks that classic question. Sparkling or still water for the table?
I honestly freeze up every time. It sounds so formal. Like, can I just say tap water?
You can, but they'll judge you. But really, it just means water with bubbles, sparkling, or without. Still just means flat.
Right. Okay, so they get their water. What happens next?
After a few minutes, Priya, the birthday girl, catches the waiter's eye and says, "Excuse me, I think we're ready to order." So they go around the table. Sam, he's a boisterous sort of fellow, decides to treat himself. He says, "Right then, could I get the steak, medium rare, and the whiskey?"
Ooh, I like Sam. Very direct. Could I get is such a good, polite way to order.
Yes, much better than "I want." Now, Kate is next. She's being quite health conscious. Orders a large salad. She's very specific. She says, "I'll have the chicken salad, but can I get the dressing on the side? And just sparkling water." She mentioned at one point, just in passing, that she'd asked the waiter at the bar for the Wi-Fi password because a work email had just come through.
Oh, on the side. Okay, hold on. We have to talk about that. I hear it all the time. What does that actually mean?
It's quite simple, really. It just means you want the sauce, or in this case, the salad dressing, served in a separate little pot, not poured all over the food. It gives you control over how much you use.
That makes sense. Control. Got it. So, who's next?
The birthday girl, Priya. She's just happy to be there. The waiter asks if she has any dietary restrictions, and she mentions she's vegetarian. She orders the mushroom pasta. And then finally, we have Jordan.
Okay, what about Jordan? I have a feeling about Jordan.
Your feeling is probably correct. Jordan orders the most expensive thing on the menu, a massive seafood platter and 2 large glasses of red wine.
No way! We all have that friend. The one who orders lobster when everyone else is getting a burger.
Precisely. So the food arrives. It's all delicious. Everyone is laughing. Sam is telling loud jokes. He raises his glass and says to Priya, "Happy birthday. Your meal is on me tonight."
Aw, that's sweet of Sam. This is on me is such a nice, generous thing to say. It means he's paying for her.
It is. So they finish up their main courses. The waiter clears the plates and asks about dessert or coffee. Sam gets an espresso. Priya and Kate share a dessert. Jordan passes. And I, of course, ordered a nice cup of English breakfast.
Wait, you? I thought you were telling a story about them. And of course you ordered tea. You are so predictable, Leo.
A slip of the tongue. Yes, well, someone in the story with excellent taste ordered tea. Anyway, the evening's winding down. Sam signals to the waiter and says, "Could we have the bill, please?"
Wait, the bill? See, this is funny. In the US, we would never say that. We'd say, could we get the check, please?
The check? That sounds like something you do at a bank. The bill is the piece of paper with the bill on it. It seems quite logical.
Yeah, well, we say check. Anyways, so the check or the bill arrives.
It does, and before anyone can even look at it properly, Jordan, of Seafood Platter fame, cheerfully says, "Let's just split the bill equally. It's easier."
Oh no. Oh, I hate that. The person with the most expensive order always wants to split the bill. It's so annoying. Kate just had a salad.
Indeed. So there's a slightly awkward silence. Sam puts his card down and says, all right, fine, he'll just pay the whole thing. And this is where the American system gets truly bizarre for me.
What? What do you mean?
The tipping, the gratuity, you're expected to add, what is it, another 20% on top of the bill?
Yes, of course. You have to tip, usually 18 to 20%. That's how the waiters make their living. Not tipping is like the rudest thing you can possibly do in a restaurant in America.
But why isn't it just included in the price of the food? Why do I have to do maths after my dinner? In the UK, we might leave a bit of loose change, maybe 10% if the service was exceptional, but it's not mandatory.
That's crazy to me. It's just a different culture. But okay, so they pay, tip included. What happens with the wallet?
Right, so Sam pays, the evening is over, they all get up to leave. Sam reaches for his jacket and then his pocket, and then he starts patting all of his pockets. He says, hang on, my wallet's gone. It was on the table earlier, tucked just under his phone.
Oh no, the worst feeling.
They all look around the table, under the table, on the chairs, nothing. No one saw a thing. So the next day, a bit upset, Sam calls each of them to ask what they remember.
Okay, this is it, the key part.
This is it. Sam himself says, I put it on the table when we sat down. I didn't think anything of it. Jordan says, I went to the bathroom once, but that's it. I didn't see anyone touch it. Bria says, I was just enjoying my birthday. I barely noticed anything.
Okay, and what did Kate say?
Kate says, I didn't move from my seat all evening. I have no idea what happened to it.
Okay, so there you have it. Who took Sam's wallet? Or at least who is lying about what happened? And how do you know?
If you're not sure, and that's totally okay, go back and listen to the story again. The clue is definitely in there. Pay close attention to what each person says about their evening. When you think you've got it, come back and keep listening for the answer.
Okay, ready? The answer is Kate.
That's right. Kate told Sam the next day, I didn't move from my seat all evening. But earlier in the story, when she was ordering her salad, she casually mentioned that she had to ask the waiter at the bar for the Wi-Fi password.
Right, the bar is not at the table, so you can't be at the bar and also never leave your seat. She left the table and then she lied about it.
Now, we don't know for sure that she took the wallet, but we know her story doesn't add up. She's hiding something.
It's such a small detail, but once you hear it, you can't unhear it. It's so clever because we were all focused on the vocabulary lesson about on the side. My brain just completely skipped over the Wi Fi part.
And that's often how these things work in real life. Each statement sounds perfectly normal on its own. It's only when you compare them that the lie becomes obvious. It's a useful skill, paying attention to how people's stories don't quite match up.
Totally. Okay, so let's quickly recap some of that great vocabulary we heard.
Let's remember when Jordan wanted to split the bill. That just means dividing the total cost equally between everyone, which, as Mia pointed at, is fine unless one person ordered way more than everyone else.
Right, and on the side, that's when you want sauce or dressing served separately in its own little container. Super useful phrase.
And we also had, this is on me, a very generous phrase. It simply means you are offering to pay for someone else.
I love it. Okay, so it's time for my favorite part, Mia's word of the episode. And today I am choosing on the side. I love it because it sounds like something from a spy movie. I'll take my secret information on the side. But it's actually just about salad dressing. English is weird,
I had never considered its potential for espionage. An interesting take.
right? And just a reminder, everyone, all the vocabulary from today's episode with definitions and examples is waiting for you in the description below.
All right, that was a good one. Until next time.
See you next time.